Welcome back to the show. Commiserations to the four sides that lost this weekend. But for two of them, there is still hope. In the NRL era, 6 sides have lost their first finals game and gone on to win the grand final. In 1998, the Broncos were minor premiers, but lost their major semi-final 15-10 to Nathan's Eels.
He's going to outpace Lodger. Oh, Kelly has scored.
Wayne Bennett's team bounced back in style, though, beating the Storm and, they beat us, the Roosters, before demolishing the Bulldogs in the grand final.
Well, Brisbane must score, and Tallis does that. Right under the leg dot.
The following year, Melbourne were hammered 34-10 in week 1 by the Dragons. Nathan Blacklock with a 15-minute hat-trick.
McGregor kicks inside. Here he comes again. They've got it again. Blacklock claims a try, and they've got it.
But the Storm gained their revenge 3 weeks later, claiming their inaugural premiership.
Cross, there's a try coming. Craig Smith has put it down.
In 2004, the Bulldogs were shocked by a 7th-place Cowboys side. Matty Singh's third, putting the game to bed. But the Dogs put the loss behind them and went on to lift the Provan Summons Trophy at the Roosters' expense.
El Masri for the line. Is he held up? Gets it over the line. It's a try.
2 years later, the Broncos were at it again, this time losing 20-4 to the 6th-place Dragons.
Here's Cooper, and Cooper scores.
After defeating the Knights and the Bulldogs, the turnaround was completed in the grand final as Brisbane beat the Storm 15-8.
Here's a try. Tate goes in. Then Tate scores.
Their last grand final win. Now, hands up who remembers the Cowboys losing to the Broncos in 2015. Well, in the qualifying final, they did.
Milford will run away and score.
But, as we all know, North Queensland gained their revenge in style in the only grand final decided by Golden Point.
Thurston, now's the chance. Jonathan Thurston kicks the Cowboys into history.
And finally, in 2021, the Panthers were beaten by the Bunnies in the first week of the finals.
Out to town, trouble. Yes, try.
After 2 very close wins against the Eels and Storm, Penrith claimed their first title since 2003.
Here's Walker. Oh! From Cody Walker, straight to Stephen Crichton. He runs away and gives the Panthers the lead.
I wonder if any of this weekend's losers could win the grand final.
Welcome back. Let's have a look at the road to the finals. And both Penrith and the Broncos go straight through to the qualifier, grand final qualifier. They get the week off. Storm will play they'll host the Roosters, and the Warriors will host. Good on you, mate. That's right. They will host the Knights in Auckland. Let's have a look at the first match preview brought to you by Chemist Warehouse. And Friday night, Storm versus the Roosters at Amy Park in Melbourne. Storm have won the last 7 of the last 8 games against the Roosters, but, doesn't mean a lot.
We said that against the Broncos.
Yeah, we said that against the Broncos,
yeah.
that's right. Hard at the moment. Like, who's in the better form at the moment, do you think? Did you say the Roosters?
Yeah, definitely. I think the Roosters are on that momentum. Momentum's very big in this game. But watch what the Broncos did to them in the first 25 minutes. So
Storm look... I reckon the last month, even when they've won, I think key players have looked tired.
Yeah.
Well, they're both playing a bit scratchy, aren't they? Neither of them are probably hitting the straps, but you'd probably think Storm are going to come up pretty hot. Down there, Amy Park, traditionally very good down there. Greg Bellamy will get them ready.
Storm were poor against. I thought they were poor against the Broncos.
Yeah, they were.
Across
They
the
weren't
board.
allowed to be good.
I thought they could have been better. I know Broncos' defence and attack was outstanding, but there was individual in that Storm side that I thought they kind of went, they went missing a little bit in a big game.
Monster's been pretty quiet too.
Yeah.
I think he's ready to go.
Yeah.
If it's not now, it's season over. I think
Storm are very good at self-assessment and getting it right. That's hard to beat down there. Brandon Smith, sorry.
Bit of self-reflection.
Absolutely. Exactly. It's an infatuation.
Cross out aloof.
It's good to have a laugh.
Mate. It is.
It's good.
Yeah.
We go freestyle and we go down rabbit holes. Owls, peacocks, all sorts of stuff. Brandon Smith, we said before, been very important to the Roosters up against his old side.
Yeah, well, he's been we mentioned about the players in the last, the big players, and he's been one of them. Early on in the year, he would have been disappointed in his form, but it's no coincidence that the Chooks have won 6 in a row on the back of him having a strong running game out from 9. And he'll be up against his old club, and you know what that means.
What do you think, Sammy? Who wins?
Yeah, listen, I think the Storm get the job done. I just think the Roosters have been up for so long. They've got a couple of niggles. Manu probably in doubt. Swali in doubt. I just think it might be one too far, especially down there in Melbourne.
It's going to be a big game in Auckland. Saturday afternoon in Auckland, you've got the Warriors up against the Knights. Knights are on a roll. Warriors have been fantastic. Warriors have won the last 13 of 15 against Newcastle in New Zealand. Where are the stats?
I don't know.
Stat man.
Higgy?
Hey, Higgy, yes, upstairs. It's Higgy. Sean Johnson expected to return. Crucial for the Warriors.
Yeah, well, they lacked a bit of creativity against Penrith on the weekend. He's obviously, he's a favourite for the Dally M, so you take a halfback of his calibre out of any side, you're going to struggle.
Well, I think what they're missing most is kicking game. His kicking game has been crucial all year. Puts them in good positions. And then obviously his creativity on the ball as well, but if he's back, I think they're a big chance. Tonight's probably a bit tired after 90 minutes tonight. So.
A lot of calf injuries. What's going on in the world?
Injuries or
boots, you reckon?
Yeah, that's good.
You've got to get in the ASICs. You don't cramp up in the ASICs.
ASIC.
Yeah. You don't cramp up in ASICs.
Mate,
really?
It's
Are you sponsored by them?
I am, yeah.
I don't know if they're doing enough running.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if there's enough distance covered during the week. So.
Sammy, I actually reckon, players wear the boots just about every session,
Yeah, well, there's so many pairs of fresh boots coming in. So I won't know. I wore them all season,
Yeah.
Do you wear did you ever play with orthotics?
Later in my career, I had a bad toe, so I need to just wear some support under there.
Yeah.
Just wondering what
These wonderful pair of Adidas's.
Yeah. Puma are good too.
Who ate? They were brothers,
Yes.
Puma and Adidas, they were brothers. They fell out.
Seen that.
They had the Dassler boot, and then Rudolph Dassler broke away from his brother Addy, and he set up a shoe business across the river in Stuttgart and made Puma. There you go.
Oh, who made the Predator?
The Predator was Craig Johnston, Newcastle boy.
So his name was Addy. Addy Dass.
Addy Dassler. Yeah, Dazzler. Yeah.
Dazzler.
Addy Dassler.
Addy Dassler. Dassler. The boot was the first person to wear the Dassler was Jesse Owens.
What about the Desert
Olympics?
Boot?
Where do you get this information?
The Desert Boot.
Where is this going?
Encyclopedia up there.
Yeah, it is. Unbelievable.
Not as good as mongrel boots, eh?
Oh, there you go. Mate, unbelievable.
Love a mongrel.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, yes.